Hi guys, so today's video might be a little bit different, but that's okay. Sometimes I just want to try something new out, and so that's kind of what we're going with today. I know that the title of this video is What's in My Car, but honestly that's only going to be part of the video because I do want to talk about my car as well and kind of how I ended up getting this and not something else and how I purchased it and all of that. So anyway, let's just quick talk about what I have in my car. I do, for the most part, try and keep it clean. Sometimes things will get in here that, you know, they probably shouldn't be, but for the most part, yeah, I try and keep it clean. There is a fly in here. That's not usually in here, but anyway, I apparently can't figure out how to get out through the open window, but anyway, the first thing that I always have in my car, you know, when I'm actually moving, is my purse. This is a Rebecca Minkoff Mini Classic Affair, I believe is what it's called. I've had this for a little while, and I did do a What's in My Purse video on it last year, year before, I don't actually remember, but if you want me to do an updated one, let me know in the comment section, and I will leave the old one in the description box if you want to check that out. And then I also have a very necessary item, and this is my water bottle. I do have to be kind of careful with it because it is glass. I just found it from Target. I really like it. It's got the nice little handle here, and so when I've got a bunch of different things that I'm carrying, I can just have this in my hand. Does that make sense? I don't know. Probably not. But I am also better at drinking my water when I'm out of the house for some reason. I don't know why, but that just seems to be the case. So I do keep my water bottle in here, and then I'll bring it inside every once in a while to clean it out, just to make it easier on myself. Otherwise, I'll forget it. I will forget it. It happens. So then I do have some sunglasses, and I have the sunglasses and a sunglasses case that they came in two separate locations. So I have a sunglasses compartment up here, and that actually has my sunglasses, and then down here I have my sunglasses case because it doesn't fit in the compartment up here. So these are actually, they're fairly new, so these are from Oakley, and I really like them a lot. I will be doing a blog post on them soon, so here's your little sneak peek if you want to see that, and I will have better pictures and everything on my blog when that comes live. And actually I haven't even written it, so yeah, it's not done. And yeah, the case is down here. It's just a little white case that came with it, and I really like it. Then I do also have some sunscreen. Oh, it should be sunscreen. It's not. It's lotion. That tells you how much I use this. I should probably get rid of it just because I don't use it. Anyway, that's there. And then I also have one last thing before I talk about electronic items, because I do have a few electronic items in here, is I have Joe's wedding band. So, Joe had kind of an interesting time picking out his wedding band. We didn't want to get him anything too expensive just because he really wasn't interested in having a super nice ring, and so I got it. But this is his kind of dressier occasion ring, so he will use this every once in a while, but for the most part he wears his QALO ring, and I did do a blog post on that, so I can link that below too. I'm sure you guys are so sick of me saying that, but I try and get as much information out as I can, and that's just a resource that you can use if you're interested. But basically what the QALO ring is it's made out of silicone, so it stretches, which is really good for men that work in kind of manual fields or could get their ring caught on something, which, I mean, a lot of times, unless you're working in an office, that's pretty much the case. So it's been a really big help for him. If you guys don't know, I'm gonna let it out right now because I'm sure I've given you so many different ideas on what my husband does, but he is a computer technician. He owns his own business, and that's what he does. So it actually has been a really good thing for him. So finally, let's get into the electronic items, and these are from Joe. He kind of set me up with a lot of this. Actually, you know what? This was my purchase. It's just a little thing that plugs into the cigarette lighter, and I'm not sure that that's even what they call them anymore, but plugs into the cigarette lighter, and it has a little USB port. It's only got one, but it was also only $4. I actually had one a while back. It was blue that I got for free off of, I don't remember. It was a long time ago. I don't even know if that site's still up. But then it also has the cord. It's the USB to micro US? I don't know. But it charges my phone. And that's basically the purpose of that cord. And then I also have this one. It's essentially plugs into my phone, plugs into my car, and lets me listen to music through the speakers, which is amazing because if we're going on road trips, our kind of tradition sort of thing, sorry, this is so awkward. It's in my armrest where I keep my electronic items in my armrest. So yeah. Anyway, what was I even saying? It's our tradition to listen to the Twilight Zone when we are taking road trips, and that's just kind of what we've done from the beginning of our relationship. Like, we were dating and taking road trips and listening to the Twilight Zone. And yeah, so that's kind of our thing. So yeah, I think that that is pretty much everything that I keep in my car. Most of it does have a reason, except for Joe's ring. I honestly couldn't tell you why it is in here. Sometimes when Joe is around, things just kind of appear in my vicinity. It's kind of like, I've done several What's in My Purse videos where there will be several things that it's like, I have no idea where this came from. Most of the time, it's my husband. Anyway, I did want to just talk about my car a little bit. So, I'm not sure that I mentioned this earlier, but this is a 2006 Volkswagen Beetle, and I did not purchase it new. I actually purchased it 4 or 5 years ago. So it was used, and I paid it in full. Like, I didn't owe anything on it by the time that I left the lot, which I would highly recommend. If you can swing that, just pay it in full and call it good, because I honestly, if anything happens to this car, I'm not really all that worried about it because it's taken care of. So yeah, there's that. And the other thing, so before I get into kind of what I think about this car, I do want a quick mention. This used to be a Geek Squad car, which I thought was kind of cool, and you know, the Geek Squad cars are kind of cute and all of that. This car actually does have a name, and it was not me that named it, but the name has stuck fairly well, and it's called the Black Pearl. And the person that named it knows nothing about my channel, so I thought it was hilarious. It's actually named after the Black Pearl in the Pirates of the Caribbean. It just, you know, looks like a pearl. And my antenna topper, I have an antenna topper. I have to go grab it. I'll be right back. So this antenna topper is a little beat up. It's kind of old, but hopefully I can get a new one soon. Anyway, it's this. It's a little pirate skull with a hat on it and everything. It's from Disney World. No, it's from Disneyland. I don't know that I'll be able to get this unless it's from Disney World, because I've only been to Disneyland once. Loved it. Would love to go back. But anyway, yeah, so it's got a little pirate on it, and it says "Dead Men Tell No Tales" on the back, which is all pop. There's all sorts of little chips in it and everything. I'm not sure if a bird went after it or what, but yeah, that's actually what got this car the name the Black Pearl. So yeah, a little fun fact for you. And now just a quick talk about my car. Like I said, I paid in full for it, and it's not like the most amazing car. I actually had a 2001 Volkswagen Beetle before this. It was silver, and I loved it. It had heated seats, and like the best heated seats. It did kind of smell like crayons when you would turn on the heat, but I loved it. It was amazing, and if I could have that car all over again, I would. If I had the chance to decide whether or not I wanted this one at this point, I probably wouldn't. I'd probably go with something else. However, it does do what it's supposed to do. It gets me from one place to the other safely, and so I really can't complain about that. I'm not dissatisfied with this car. It's just not what I see myself driving next, if that makes sense. I don't know. But anyway, there are some little teeny tiny issues. Like sometimes this car doesn't like to start. Sometimes it decides that this window right here won't roll up. I don't know why. It's just a mechanical or an electronics thing. I honestly would probably like a little crank window. My dad actually goes for all the crank windows just because they have less chance of breaking. So yeah, there's that. And then what else is, there are a ton of things that are just a little off on this car. Oh, one of the windshield wipers is broken, which is probably not safe, but it's luckily the passenger side. So like when it's raining, I can see fine. I have no problems, but it would be nice to have that other windshield wiper working. And I think that's maybe it. I don't know. There are just little quirks. It definitely has personality, but I'm okay with it. I don't know. If we ended up getting a new car, it probably wouldn't be a bug, but I've really enjoyed it. And like I've enjoyed having a bug. Does that make sense? After I go through all of the things that are wrong with my car, it's like, I like having a bug. I guess more what I was trying to say is that I have liked having the 2 bugs that I've had, but at this point in time, I do think that I'm kind of getting to that point where it's almost a little too young for me. I don't know, bugs seem to have this specific age range where it's either you're younger and don't have kids, or you're older and you don't have to drive your kids, essentially. There's that little in between where it doesn't really make sense, and it really doesn't make sense because I only have, you know, the 2 doors and all of that, and I don't know that I would get another one. Anyway, on that note, I hope that you guys have enjoyed this video, and if you guys do any video sort of like this, talking about your car, what's in it, or anything like that, maybe it's a thing on YouTube that I don't even know about, make sure to tell me in the comment section, or even just tell me what kind of car do you drive. I would love to know. What are your recommendations for like 4-door cars? I would love to know that, especially since, okay, I'm just gonna level with you guys here. We have 3 cars. No, we have 4 cars. The husband is a car enthusiast, and we actually did inherit a truck. So that's that. And then we have a Ford Focus, and Joe has okay, I know this one. It's a 330 Ci BMW. And that car is strictly a fun car. It's just, we enjoy having it. I really like riding in it. That's the car that we were driving when Joe proposed. So it's a really nice car. I like it and all of that. But having said that, all 4 of these cars have 2 doors. So if we even accidentally got pregnant, which we're not, by the way, I would like to put that first and foremost, we are not pregnant. We are not trying. But yeah, if that happened, we'd be kind of up a river. So there we go. Anyway, I think I'm going to end this video. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. And if you did, please give it a thumbs up. I love seeing that. And I will see you guys in my next video. Don't forget to subscribe too, because I like when you subscribe. Bye!